Hey, it is Jane from Mighty. If you are here watching this video, you are trying to decide if the courses plan is the right plan for you to start your community on. So by the end of this very short video, we're going to get an answer for you. Let's get going. So the courses plan is $119 a month if you pay monthly and $99 a month if you pay annually. And typically, it is the plan if you want to run courses or challenges, create habit trackers, make resource libraries. I'll talk a little bit about how the feature that we use for courses is so flexible that you can do all of that. But in general, if you are thinking about a community with courses, or you are migrating courses from a place like Teachable, Kajabi, Thinkific, the courses plan could be a very good fit for you. Like all our plans on Mighty, you're going to have unlimited members, unlimited admins, unlimited spaces. So if you want to start a community with 100,000 people and invite your 50 best friends to be admins with you, cool. It's going to cost you $119 a month or $99 a month paid annually. You will not see hidden fees as you grow. And you will have unlimited spaces, which is super rad for the courses plan in particular, and I will explain why. So a Mighty network is made out of spaces. If you are asking, what are unlimited spaces? What are spaces? They are the building blocks of what you are putting together here. So they hold your content, they hold your members, they hold your programs. They are where the cool stuff happens. And depending on what plan you're on, you can have different things in your spaces. So let's look at what you have available to you if you choose the courses plan. You could have a chat space. So you can see here on the left-hand side in the nav, that is where your spaces show up. And we are in a space right here that has a beautiful chat in it. You could also have an activity feed. So if you're thinking about a synchronous discussion, people posting photos, people posting articles, you want to have comments on them, polls and questions, which I'll talk about, activity feed is a great type of space to build. You can have events. You can have Zoom events. You can have live streams. You can have in-person events. You can have recurring events, and you can have conferences if you want, built around this feature in a Mighty network. You can also have a member list. So this is our People Explorer. You can have this across your entire community or in an individual space. And it's a super dynamic way for people to see others who are relevant to them, who are like them. You can have a leaderboard. So think of this as a way to spotlight or feature things. You might want to feature your top members. You might want to feature your top content. You might want to feature an upcoming event. This is very dynamic, and you can set it up to pull different things together in this really beautiful looking space type. You could also have a page. So we use this feature all the time and recommend that others use it as a welcome with a tour. You can put a beautiful video on it. It's kind of like an enhanced blog post or web page that you could have in your community. You can also see this little welcome checklist over here on the side. You can have that show up no matter what kinds of spaces you have in your community. You can set up a welcome checklist for your members. And of course, in a space, you can have a course, but not just a course. So this is our table of contents feature, and you can use it to have a course, to have a challenge, to create a habit tracker, to have a video library. Some of our hosts use it to structure their live stream replays. You can use it to have a resource library. It is very flexible and designed to be very flexible, and it is just a way for you to structure content and move your members through content in a really specific order. You can have quizzes, you can have assessments, you can feature those quizzes, you can feature those lessons, and you can create a really fantastic experience for your members, for the people you're bringing together to learn something new. You could teach a course live and use the live stream recordings as an evergreen course, or you could have a content only course. So there's tons of flexibility. And when it comes to the content, you can obviously upload native video. We support 2,000 embeds. You can do a lot with embeds, with audio. You can upload PDFs. You could have text-based courses only. Very, very flexible, designed to help you create the kind of journey that is going to get your members their results the fastest. Now, as I said, it can be content only. This is a content only course, or it can have a community with it, a cohort-based course like here where we have a chat. So this is calling out something that is really, really special about a Mighty network, which is that you can have one feature in a space or multiple. So here's a course material, a feed, and the member list. You could also maybe have events in a course space, right? That might make sense. So you have a lot of flexibility in how you set up things. And this is really important for a couple of reasons. One is if you have people in a course, you're able to keep them focused in a single space. They have their material, they have the cohort there, they have the events. They're not pinging around your navigation trying to connect with people. It's all in this really cohesive space. So that's number one. That is one reason why this is awesome. Another reason why is if you want to have these in-depth cohort-based courses, you don't find your left-hand nav getting longer and longer and longer. And of course, we don't cap how many spaces you can have. If you want to have 100 courses and they each have their own space, you can do that here. But you might find that people discover your courses and move through them and are highly engaged if you kind of try to bundle them into a space and have the community component, the chat component, the members all there. So a ton of flexibility in how you want to set things up, but I just want to make sure you know you have those options. Another thing that makes Mighty really special. So of course, your members are going to engage in the chat. They're going to engage in the feed, but you may be surprised at how much they actually engage with each other. And a part of that is because of this People Explorer. It is very, very cool. It will highlight what members have in common with each other. So it will show the similarities and it will have an icebreaker. People can get introduced, they can reach out, and you may find a lot of your engagement happens in DMs, or people can set up group chats. And you can see those insights in your Mighty Insights on the courses plan. And you can see, oh my gosh, I have this activity happening in these spaces, but I also have all these conversations happening behind the scenes because my members are able to connect with each other. At Mighty, we call that people magic, and it's pretty awesome. Now, you will also have the ability to do polls and questions. These show up in a feed. Polls and questions are one of the most engaging things you can do. We make it really easy for you to set them up. You can schedule them in advance. You can do multiple choice. You can do a hot cold poll. You could do a percentage poll. You could do a simple question. Try scheduling out these for a month, a couple every week, and I promise you, you will see engagement, especially when people get that push notification. I'm showing you a lot of desktop screens here, but when you create your community on Mighty, people will be able to access it in the mobile apps as well. And you want to encourage them to download the app and find your community, because those push notifications are going to bring them back again and again. When you start your Mighty Network, you are going to have some polls and questions auto-generated for you based on who you say you're bringing together. They will be customized and tailored to your community. So check those out and make a bunch more. That is my hot tip for you. Now, I've mentioned this a few times because we're talking about courses, we're talking about teaching, you're getting in front of your students, but you can live stream to your members from any space. So if you live stream in a course space, only the people in that course are going to be able to get in to see that live stream, but you could also live stream across your entire community. You, on the courses plan, will have 20 hours of live streaming a month, and you can have up to 200 participants in there. If you want to add more live streaming, we can help you with that, or you can go on up to the next plan, which is the business plan. One of the main reasons people will upgrade to the business plan is to unlock more live streaming, because they just find it's so powerful for getting people engaged. Now, you're running courses, you're running challenges. I'm going to assume that it's a business for you. You are charging for those results you're getting for people. On a Mighty Network, you can charge a subscription fee, a monthly subscription fee. You can charge an annual subscription fee. You can offer a free trial. You can bundle things together so people could join your membership and get a few course add-ons, or they could just purchase the courses as a standalone. You have a lot of flexibility. The average prices we see people charge across the communities on Mighty that are charging is $48 a month for a membership and $500 one-time fee for a course or for an event. So just keep those prices in mind as you're thinking about what you're going to build. So you have the ability to charge on the courses plan. You can charge in local currencies as well, or you can token gate if you are in the Web3 world. Now, this is another fantastic, not only beautiful, but people magic feature, which is member tags and badges. So a really simple automation you can set up is when somebody finishes a specific lesson or a section of a course, you can award them a badge. You know, a natural place for this is if they finish a course, you can award a badge and it will show up on their profile. And what I love about member tags and badges is with badges, people will click them and they will see a list of everybody else who has gotten that badge. So it could be they finish a course, it could be they're always showing up to your events, or they're a founding member. That's a great badge to create. Or people who live in the same geographical area, another thing, or people who speak the same language. We've seen some really creative uses with badges. So something you can take advantage of on the courses plan. Tags are back end for admin, for sorting your members, for organizing them, adding notes. So also very flexible, but not public facing, but you also have access to those on the courses plan. Now, let's talk about integrations and embeds. Mighty works with a lot of things. We know you may use other tools to run your courses, run your challenges. We work with thousands of embeds. So it's really easy to take a link, drop it in a course, drop it in an article in a Mighty Network, and it will show up beautifully. We also have a few key integrations I want to call out. One is with ConvertKit. If you're not familiar with ConvertKit, they are a fantastic marketing tool. They do email newsletters. They have a creator network. They are amazing partners to us, and we are the only community platform that has its native integration with them. So when you sync your ConvertKit to your Mighty Network, it will automatically sync the members into your ConvertKit, and it will set off, you know, if you want to have an automation when somebody joins your Mighty Network, you can set that all up through ConvertKit. So worth checking out. We work beautifully with Zoom. So again, if you want to do some Zoom events, there's an integration, makes it really easy for people to click in and join on the mobile app, and works really well for that. And then Zapier. So with Zapier, we have several triggers and actions set up. You can connect Mighty Networks to your tech stack, and it will work with, I think, 2,500 apps and services now. So, you know, when somebody joins, sync them to my CRM, or if you don't use ConvertKit, sync them to my email service provider. Lots of flexibility there. And if you are a powerhouse course creator with a few other pieces of technology, something you might want to take advantage of. And I want to leave you with have fun. You're in great hands. Now you're going to be on a trial of the business plan. So even if you're like, Jane, the courses plan is right for me, explore some of those extra things you have access to, like the infinite question engine, which will help you generate more of those polls and questions. But in general, I think you're going to make a great choice if you want to run courses and challenges and have that membership component. You are going to be successful on Mighty, and I can't wait to see what you do with People Magic.